Close to 1 million UK youth aged 16-24, neither employed nor educated. Official figures released by the Office for National Statistics show that 957,000 young people aged 16 to 24 in the United Kingdom were classified as NEET, not in education, employment or training, in the period from October to December 2025, representing 12.8% of that age group and edging the total close to 1 million. The rise follows a modest increase from the previous quarter, with a noticeable uptick among young women, whose NEET rate climbed to 12.2%, while the proportion of young men fell slightly to 13.3%. The data also revealed that the share of NEET actively seeking work grew by 12.3% quarter-on-quarter, whereas those who are not looking for a job decreased by 6%. Analysts linked the surge to a weak labour market, especially cuts in hospitality and the scarcity of graduate schemes, as well as a growing number of young people affected by long-term sickness, mental health challenges and neurodivergence. Research by the Youth Futures Foundation highlights mental illness and neurodivergent conditions as key drivers behind the increase in economic inactivity. Personal stories illustrate the human impact. Joseph, a 24-year-old autistic resident of Solihull, has been unemployed for 3 years and describes a real taboo around gaining experience. He notes that confidence and a lack of on-the-job exposure have hindered his job search, despite support from a King's Trust youth worker. The government acknowledges the issue as a long-term challenge. Work and Pensions Secretary Pat McFadden said the administration is backing businesses to hire young people through apprenticeships. Chancellor Rachel Reeves has pledged a guaranteed paid work placement for anyone who has been out of education or employment for 18 months, warning that refusal could lead to benefit reductions. An independent inquiry, chaired by former Labour Health Secretary Alan Milburn, is examining the rise in NEET, with findings due in the summer. Experts such as Louise Murphy of the Resolution Foundation warn that the UK is perilously close to 1 million young NEET and urge earlier intervention to avoid an entrenched crisis. The ONS also faces criticism over the quality of its data, prompting plans to improve survey response rates. Overall, the figures underscore a complex mix of economic, educational and health-related barriers that are keeping a substantial cohort of young Britons out of work and study, prompting calls for coordinated policy action across the labour market, education system and mental health services.